Rebuttals! Rebuttals. Okay, so, a lot of these rebuttals are definitely going to fall into a greyish area, which is why copyright needs a reform. And, you know, we don't need one case, we need a jury of cases, and a lot of these thoughts and rebuttals, the jury is out at this present stage. So, rebuttals, here we go. Free advertising. I find this debatable. I find this really debatable. Okay, I'm gonna say, well, for short answer, yes, no. But, as an explanation, I think the key thing we need to remember is licensing. We don't have a license to monetize the video. Heck, if I want a song on stream, that's free advertising for the song. No, it's copyright. Which is stupid. It's so... Games are a different story, but it falls under that bracket. You could see the argument from a developer side. We didn't ask you to advertise it. Me, I need to look into marketing more, but if the developers wanted to make an ad, they would make sure they would tell you what was in that ad. Well, not tell you, but they would give that ad some spruce. Okay, right now, as of a stage of the market, we are not getting paid by the publishers and developers. We're getting paid by Google. And that brings up we're not getting paid by Nintendo. So we're not being paid to do their work of advertising the game. What we are doing imagine back in the old days, if you wanted to see a let's play of the game, you had to go to a friend's place. Did you charge your mate 5 cents, 10 cents, $1 to watch you play the game? And like, what's different between now and then? They're not advertising, it's finding a way over to watch a game with you. Or in this case, the internet. It is word of mouth, but it is not paid advertisement. Word of mouth was never paid beforehand, and it's not paid now. The only reason people are getting money off Let's Plays is because Google came in. It was like, we like your video. This, run some ads, get some money. We'll give you more views, add some money, etc. And the process repeats itself. I would argue Let's Plays are legal, but you opened a can of worms, Google. Now, let's go back to the Nintendo Creators Program. Specifically, this bit. You hereby grant Nintendo perpetual worldwide love. Available for transmission modify various for purposes of promoting, advertising, and marketing of the Nintendo Creators Program and Nintendo Hardware Service Products Services. This is advertising. It's advertising, it's advertising, 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 advertising! That. This is the definition of advertising, and they're paying you for it. Next point of the rebuttal. Nintendo are greedy pigs taking my money after the MCN takes it. I'm gonna go back to licensing. And for instance, if you're an MCN with a good MCN, why are you worried about the Nintendo Creators Program? Are you worried about the Nintendo Creators Program if you're in an MCN? Because they cover your back, you are fine with them. Well, somewhat, unless I don't know what. Do you really want to support Nintendo? Like, a part of me feels like YouTubers want to be like, I want the license. I just want to take, I want to take this out. I want to take this out. I want to take this out. And I want to take... Oh yes, this out. Yeah, I want to take this out. Sorry. Like I said in my previous video, I don't have experience, but as someone mentioned with Skype chat, it is like it's not Nintendo giving them 70%. It's them taking 30. I said before, but it's really bad. Like those who are already in a multi-channel network, you don't need the NCP. You aren't built for the NCP because you already have the NCP. You want that license. You won't agree to that terms. You want that definitive protection against Nintendo copyright claims. You really want to help them, but they... Come on, offer something on the table, okay? I know what reviewers and ask when they want to make videos. I know what they do. I've seen it before. I've seen stories because I wanted to do it myself. I've seen it. I've seen what you've put on the table. Basically, what you put on the table is a reversed form of this. Basically. You hear my grandness, a perpetual non-exclusive, royalty-free license to use, reproduce, distribute, display, stream, post, form, and publish it, and modify your games for the purposes of giving us cash. That's basically what you're doing. Well, reverse engineering this race here. That's what you want. And this, the Nintendo's Creators Program, is their answer to you. You really want to use Nintendo's Creators Program, instead of saying, nope, no, not going to do it, offer something to the table. try to make both parties happy instead of saying, nope, this, every business transaction is definitely, what's the word? Negotiable. And YouTubers' reactions, it's like, I don't like it, it sucks, I'm not dealing with you again. They're trying to come to us, at least be receptive. Instead of saying, nope, to the bottom of the list you go. It's in beta, it can back to the drawing board and just renegotiate. Rebuttal. Actually, I got a rebuttal from Sheep. Back to advertising. PewDiePie statement. PewDiePie made a statement, and let me find it. There we go. First of all, they have every right to do this, and any other developer publisher as well. There'd be no less play without gameplay, or you just are humble to this fact. You're humble to the fact. You write this. What they're missing out completely is a free exposure and publicity. Yes. Yes, 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 you have a point. You have a point. You have a point, but the thing is, you I'm going back to licensing. You're, there's no retribution. There's no retribution of using Nintendo's copyright. Okay? Just because everybody does it doesn't make it right, and this feels so hypocritical. If you're humble to this fact, you would accept it, but not bash. Especially this line. Also think it's a slap in the face for YouTube channels that does focus on Nintendo games exclusively. I didn't think this through. This is so unscripted. You say that, Pewds, but I wonder why people don't respect you. No, he's a good guy and all, but he's really hypocritical of his statement. He's humble to his fact, but you know what? We put a lot of, you know what? This industry, we've been breaking rules since day one, but it's a $1 million industry. It turns Minecraft into a $2 billion deal. I don't think this is Nintendo's decision to reconsider. It'll be brutal on the copyright, and they will lose any standing they currently have. They'll lose any standing they currently have with their leg up on top of copyright laws, and yeah. I think it's more Google that needs to change. Here's the point. Your exception is, if I play a Nintendo game on my channel, most likely to give reviews and review come from effect. My viewers subscribe to me, not necessarily because they want to watch a Nintendo game in particular. You know what, PewDiePie, you have a point. I subscribe to you, and that's probably the reason why you should pay that variable licensing fee. I'm gonna go back to that licensing fee because that is the crux of the argument. But I respect your decision, and you're wrong. Just because do you know what needs to change? The rules need to change. Google needs... I said this before, Google needs to make these things a lot easier so that Nintendo can get their money's worth. I think because here's the point you need to ponder. Nintendo is go back here. Advertising revenue. Nintendo Limited receives certain advertising revenue from Google Inc. So they're getting the 45% from Google Inc. No, 55%. 55% of the cap from Google Inc. Why is Google keeping the cat? Why is Google keeping the cat? I'm sorry. This needs to change. Yes, there are legitimate content creators on there, but in situations like these, as I said before, there needs to be a real overhaul, and I cannot provide. Sorry for pause, but this is why I don't upload YouTube much, because all the intro. Anyway, as I was saying, the system needs to be revamped. It is too restrictive, and basically gives Google way too much. Google as a hosting service, I feel, should pay some of it, but it's allowing. I don't have any right to argue on it. It's not my realm. It just needs to be fixed. That's why I said at the very beginning, it needs to be fixed. Anyway, enough about PewDiePie for now. He has a point, but it's still, man, taking my money! Just calm down. Rebuttal. I have no intentions of joining Nintendo's Curse Pro. It's a stupid system and you shouldn't join it anyway. You know what that says to me? It's like something, don't join XCOM, they aren't good for you. You don't like it, it doesn't suit you. What's to say it won't suit another person? Say you... If the NCP doesn't suit you, that's fine. It's okay. Don't go railing on it because it's awful, like you. Like, no, I mean, don't. No, I know. As I was saying, just don't. Um. If they want to be milked, let them be milked. Let Nintendo milk them for their worth. If a program suits them, let it suit them. This program suits people like me. Let it suit people like me. There's another scary thing, and that is, what if other developers get the idea? Like I said, I'm all for it. I am for... Basically, all I want is a license. All I want is a license to play games, be given that seal of approval. It's all I want. If they want my money, give it, take my money. But yeah, something else. Oh yeah, that's it. I wouldn't trust like EA and Ubisoft with this type of program though. Sorry, I just don't trust them. Nor does anyone else, but it has to be done right, and I would say put it in the hands of Google, because nothing like a third party supplier too. really screwed things over. But it has to be thought out. It can't be this current system where you sign up to a publisher because that'll just create 50,000 networks and like let's play channels are screwed, review channels are screwed, and yeah. But I've got this idea that we should be able to say, I want to put, when we upload a video, it says, I want a license for blank, blank, blank. I want a license for X, Y, Z, and Omega, and we should get that. Sorry for boring everyone. The last 15 minutes. Oh, I would have thought it'd take me so long. If you've got, if there's anything I missed, vision of, like, a point of view that I missed, tell me. And no, don't let it be mistaking my money. I get the principle. I understand it, but the thing is, I'm not in a position to say good, bad. For me, I'm making zero monies. They're giving me 70%, 60-70% under the scheme. Of course, I'm all good for it, but maybe it's because I don't have a livelihood on YouTube that makes me screaming, they're taking my monies! I don't know. Anyway, leave a comment below if you got anything constructive. If you have another point of view, leave a comment below. And final words. Nintendo are definitely moving in a direction. Is it good? No. Is it bad? Not necessarily, but it is a direction. Give them some slack for trying to make do with the situation at hand, and just, yeah. But don't be too slack on them. Anyway, catch you all later.